Hey guys, good morning. Bam Guitar Dude. Today I want to talk to you about persistence, patience, and excuses. Yesterday I read on this local little discussion forum thing about a guy that had posted and that he was giving up. And he was calling it quits for this turkey season. And he gave a long list of what I would consider excuses for quitting. He had been a whole bunch of times, hadn't heard anything gobble, had only seen some hens and maybe a jake or two, and there ain't no birds here, and so, I'm gonna hang it up for this season. Now, naturally, if you knew some of the guys on this chat board thing, they razzed him pretty good and gave him a little bit of a hard time. But every year I see this play out where you've got hunters that are gung-ho at the beginning of the season, but the minute that things get tough, they bail. Now, in my personal opinion, this has more to do with a breakdown in your scouting. In other words, lack of scouting than anything else. Okay? Now, am I going to sit here and tell you that every, acre of land in the United States is just eat up with gobblers? No, it's not. Every piece of land is different. But if you're on property like this guy and you're seeing turkeys and you're quitting, I don't get that. Turkey and deer hunting, man, if you're seeing sign, and if you're seeing animals, especially females, doe and hens, patience and persistence is your friend. Stay after it. Stay after it. You've got to realize as a hunter that it's the mating season, okay? And what happens during mating season with animals? There's competition. These males are competing to win the females. And so, one day you go and all you're seeing are juveniles, 18-year-old teenagers, as I like to call them. And the next day, the full-grown men come out. So, I'm back to what I want to talk to you about in this video. Patience, persistence, and not making excuses that are lame, that stop you from going hunting. A really good guy to watch. Okay, there's a lot of hunting television out there, and I'm just like the next guy. I watch quite a bit of it. But a guy that you could learn a lot from is a dude named Steven Rinella, and his show is called Meat Eaters. And let me tell you what I like about him. He never makes excuses, and he is the most persistent and patient hunter that I know of on television, okay, at the moment. Obviously there's the Will Primoses and people like that have been on TV forever, and those guys are patient and persistent as well. But in terms of like a youngish guy that's out there making it happen, Steven Rinella is awesome. Here's the other thing about Steven Rinella. This is the punchline. He is predominantly hunting public land. Public access land that anybody in the United States could walk up on and go hunting. And he's killing animals on these public lands. So that right there, psychologically to you, should tell you, if you're a private landowner, man, you have the advantage. Because outside of trespassers and poachers and stuff, dude, you've got the place to yourself. Whether you own the land or you lease it or whatever, man, make it happen, I've got to say that I have been rewarded handsomely, beyond all that I could possibly imagine, by being a very patient and persistent hunter and eliminating excuses from going hunting. It just happens year over year. You know, this past deer season, I went down to my family farm in South Alabama, and it was Thanksgiving, and so I could have used the excuse, oh, you know, I'm down there, and some of you may think I'm a terrible family man, but I brought my rifle, and the first day that I stepped into the woods down there, I shot a nice 9-point. Okay, I hadn't even done any scouting, hadn't done nothing, but I went, you know, I went hunting, and I was rewarded for it. And, you know, this turkey season this year, where I shot that turkey a week or so ago, I had been to that land numerous times before, and hadn't really gotten on anything, but I'd seen a lot of sign, and I'd seen hens, I'd seen a few jakes. Does this sound familiar? And I didn't give up on that piece of property, and next thing you know, I go on a morning where it was windy and cloudy, not a bluebird morning. I didn't really expect to hear anything at all or see anything, and next thing you know, 6:21 rolls around, and I got a turkey down in the bottom just hammering it, and I set up on him and I get him killed. Last year, same thing. A buddy of mine had been hunting this turkey that was hung up down in the bottom, and I wasn't going to go hunting anymore. I was done. My goal every year is just to kill one bird. We have a 5 bird limit here in Alabama, but my goal is always to just get one bird, and so I'm happy if I do that. But my buddy called me and said, hey, you know, I'm gonna be out of town, why don't you go hunt that bird? And you know, so I did, and things came together. I did something a little bit different than what my buddy was doing, and lo and behold, it bagged that bird. But you know, man, persistence, staying after it, not giving up, even when, you know, things aren't really lining up really good, and you've had failures and everything else. If you'll just stay after it, especially on land where you are, you know, seeing a lot of sign, you got turkeys on game camera, whatever. I mean, maybe you need to alter the time that you go hunt this land. Like if you're mostly a morning person, go in the afternoon a day or two and just see what happens. You know, turkey hunting is mixing it up. I always have a game plan, but I remain super flexible, okay? And I'm willing to alter my game plan at any given point in time to adjust to what the birds are doing on my land. Okay, this video is running really long, but I just want to encourage you to eliminate excuses and work on your patience and be a persistent hunter. Be a persistent hunter. And stay after it. Don't give up. Don't quit. I mean, it benefits me if you quit, because that's less competition for me in the woods. All right, but I'm telling you, I don't want to see you quit. Okay, I want to see you be successful. I want to see you happy, taking your first turkey or your 31st turkey or your 101st turkey. I want you to have success in the woods, and that's why I post these videos and encourage you. Okay, all right, everybody, have a great day. Bye.